Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So in today's video, we're going to be taking on Ogre Zennon version 2, also known as Ogre Zennon Shadow. So when you finish Ogre Wars Part 2, you do have an opportunity to go back in time using the space-time rift. There's a door in the back where you can visit areas that you've already finished. So this version of Ogre Zennon is much harder than the first version. If you do recall, you were able to destroy some of the orbs that powered Ogre Zennon so that it was resistant to certain elements. And at the end, if you destroyed 3 out of 4 orbs, it'll only be resistant to 1 element. In this case, you have to take on Ogre Zennon at full power. That is, all elements he is resistant to. So you really have to bring a team that is non-elemental. So in this case, you can see I'm using Cyrus, Amy, of course Mariel, and Morgana. We also have Seti and Joker. Now, in terms of the 5 other than Mariel, 4 of them do have non-elemental attacks and they're multi-attack as well. So you have Triple Down for Amy, Idle Nirvana Slash for Cyrus. You've got the Triple Pierce attack for both Cyrus as well as Joker. And of course Morgana is there to apply debuffs onto the team enemy so that it won't slaughter you with multi-hits. There are 2 strategies in this case. You can either destroy the left and or right hand, and then concentrate all final attacks onto the body. Keep in mind that the arms do regenerate regularly. On the other hand, if you leave them in place, you have to be much more careful because they also do their own attack moves and debuffs and so on and so forth as well. Now the majority of attacks from Ogre Zennon are elemental based, so Aurora Force from Mariel or any sort of type resistance shield will do wonders in this case. You can also see the arms can buff Ogre Zennon and his other hand. If you want, taking down one arm and just concentrating most of your attacks on the main body is a sufficient strategy, especially since you've reduced his offensive power by more than half. You can also see that Ogre Zennon does have 2 hits in certain cases per turn. Now the first form is relatively straightforward. Just mitigate damage, heal, keep the debuff on and your shield up, and try to bring it down. Now he does have an HP stopper at 60%. That means once you've taken off 40% of its life, it will regenerate both arms automatically and go into its second phase of attacks, which are much more serious and dangerous. The highlight of those attacks in the second form is that every few turns he will do an AoE that not only damages your entire team, it will also heal himself for 10 times the damage that it does. So the strategy that I'm employing is to keep my AF bar at full power, bring him slowly down turn after turn until he hits 60%, and you'll know that he has reached that point when he kind of switches modes. He'll kind of refresh and he'll try to regenerate, and that's the time that you activate your AF bar. At that point, the battle should be pretty straightforward. So you can see it does take a lot of time, being that they're non-elemental attacks that are working against the boss. You can't really stack a lot of powerful hits onto the boss. Also keep in mind that even powerful characters like A.S. Suzette may have limited damage here. Now, the left and right arms actually don't have any resistances, only the body does. So if you want to use like elemental AoEs to destroy the arms, you can feel free to do so. In my case, I'm going with maximum non-elemental damage. Don't forget, now that we have Joker and Morgana, Joker has non-elemental AoE, so that helps a lot as well. So again, we're getting close to that point where his life is going to be at the 40% down, which is 60% left. you can see that this first mode isn't too difficult. One other problem here is that you can see that it can reset the buffs and debuffs on both your team and the other team. And you can also see that every so often the arm will regenerate. So, you know, try to concentrate most of your attacks on the main body as well. Okay, so this is the second form. He talks, and he is going to do his multiple moves. And you can see he regenerated both arms right there. In my case, I'm going to be setting up my AF by moving people in and out, using maximum valor chance to kind of power my AF. You know that Amy has plus speed and plus power to your entire team, which will help a lot. And I'm not going to be leaving Morgana out there, obviously, because Morgana is elemental by nature. He's got wind attacks. So we're just going to rotate everyone out. All buffs have been applied to the boss, and we have put our debuffs on as a counter. So I just used Cyrus's debuff from his Valor Chant, and we use Amy. And that's the gravity force that heals from a lot of life. So let's end it right here. And if you stack enough damage on, which shouldn't be a problem with all these multi-hit non-elemental, the battle will be over. So if you haven't already taken on Ogre Zennon, with the advent of so many new characters, it should be a lot easier for you. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I also do have a Patreon account for those who are interested in supporting me this way. Anyways, another 50 stones, another gold badge. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.